Well, hi there, folks. Welcome back to Mossy Roots Farm. So I'm out checking out the neighbor's hay here. Oh, I'm in the shadow. There's a nice shadow. So this was cut, baled, raked, tedded the exact same day that my stuff was. And I'm just checking it out to see if it's any different quality, if it's any better or worse or anything like that. But the one thing I wanted to discuss today is, and actually this is on the sun side, so this might be a little bit drier. The one thing I wanted to discuss today I have proof now. Yeah, that's nice and tight in the middle. I have proof now. Your neighbor's opinion does not matter at all for your operation. Not a single bit. Not one single bit. And here's exactly why. Some of you might be freaking out by that statement. My neighbor here, we're only 500 feet down the road. Through those woods, right over there, there's a little valley, and then I'm on the other side of the little valley. So you could say we're extremely comparable, you know. In one piece, our actual property lines like line up, you know, on one side of the road, the other side of the road. So you can't get more comparable than this. This field, I believe, is 14 acres. This field has had no fertilizer. This field has had nothing done to it. This field is 14 acres. My field was 5 acres, let's just say. I think it was closer to 4.5, but let's say it was 5. I got 6.5 round bales out of my 5 acres, and this field produces 7 round bales out of 14 acres. So that's why I say your neighbor's opinion does not matter at all. Why? Now, I will say this. I should have maybe said this in the beginning. My neighbors don't do this. My neighbors are not these types of neighbors. But I have heard of stories of these types of neighbors. Well, I have to put fertilizer on. You need to put fertilizer. You're never going to have enough hay. You're not going to do this. Your quality is going to be down. You need to fertilize. You need to fertilize. Now, I've not done hay samples yet, and I'm going to next year because I do plan on buying hay from this field again next year. Just because mine hasn't been doing quite what I want it to. And, well, it's nice to have extra hay, especially if I'm going to feed it throughout the fall and some in the summertime to extend my grazing so that my pasture is actually benefiting instead of being hurt. But anyways, why should I listen to anything anyone says about this field? If this person who owns this field right here says that they have to put down 500 tons per acre of lime and I have to do the same, it's like, no, clearly I don't. Like, you've got something wrong with your soils. Like we can see here, these grasses are pretty much the same height as what I had. You know, they're not that much different. You know, there might be areas like this over here where it's a little bit taller, you know, because there's a little bit of an indent in this field right here, so this might be a little bit taller, but it's all the same. Like, it's really not that much different. So again, that's why I say you can't listen to your neighbors. I mean, I'm not saying that you should never listen to your neighbors, but you need to listen and comprehend and actually understand what's going on before you just blindly listen to them. You know, my field does way better, and we do the exact same practices. No fertilizer, no lime, no nothing. You know, now I guess that is a lie. I did put fertilizer and lime on 3 or 4 years ago, and we did put some pig poop on this year, but it was right by our pig pen. We literally shoveled out the pig pen and just chucked it into the hayfield this winter, and that's it. So, like, you know, maybe a quarter of a round bale all summer is what that fertilizer did for me, you know. But that's why I say, like, you just can't trust what the neighbors say. You know, I hear it all the time. Oh, well, your neighbor's got 60 years of experience. Yeah, with his soil. Why is it that my farm and this farm are 500 feet apart across a road, and we have the exact same soil types? You can look on a soil map, the exact same soil types, the exact same slope, you know, but my land produces way better than their land does. You know, why is that? Explain that to me. You know, if you can't explain that to me, well, then I guess I shouldn't listen to my neighbors, right? Like I say, it's a challenging endeavor doing farming, because you want to listen to folks that have 40, 50, 60 years of experience. But when you put their practices into, when you do their practices, you know, put their practices into practice. Yeah, tongue twister there for you. it just doesn't pencil out. It doesn't make any sense. I could have fertilized my field for $700 worth of fertilizer this year. What would I have gained? Would I have gotten $700 worth of hay? Heck, I've only spent $400 this year on buying hay. I bought 5 bales at 40 bucks a pop earlier this year, and then these 7, since they got rained on, they're only worth 25 bucks a pop. So right there, it's like, what's the big deal? You know, what's the difference? You know, okay, fine, maybe I would have gotten more hay. Maybe I would have gotten 30 round bales or 40 round bales off of my 6 acres, but I highly doubt that. That'd be record setting. You know, I'm still only into hay $400 this year, and I've gotten an extra, let's just say 14 round bales. Maybe I would have got 14 round bales out of my out of my hay field if I would have fertilized it, but I don't know. So I feel like buying hay is the better investment than even fertilizer. You know, especially when we haven't put anything down on our stuff and it grows better than the neighbors. So anyways, guys, hope this wasn't too boring of a video. I haven't been showing anything around because I'm at the neighbor's place and I don't want to invade their privacy. You know, I don't want to show too much or make them upset with me because I'd like a good standing relationship with them. So that's why this video might be a little bit boring and you're kind of stationary besides me swaying the camera all over the place. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one.